Hi, my name is Paluszek from Texas Politics with Susan Roomberg, and today I'll be discussing whether or not Texas should abolish the use of the death penalty. I think that Texas should abolish the use of the death penalty for two reasons. Firstly, the death penalty, unlike any sort of prison sentence, is irrevocable. If someone has been put to death and they are later found out to be wrongly accused or innocent, we cannot bring them back to life. One example of this happening was a man named Cameron Todd Willingham, whose home burned down in December of 1991 while he, as he says, was asleep, and in the process his young 3 daughters died. He was put on trial in 92 and was sentenced to the death penalty for the murder of his 3 children. He was executed in 2004. Years later, in 2011, the Texas Forensic Science Commission published an article almost 900 pages long, providing evidence that perhaps, like he said, Cameron Todd Willingham was innocent. They make 17 strong recommendations at the end of it to the Texas court system and to scientific committees investigating arson and incendiary cases so that something like this should not happen again. Next, the reason I think we should do away with the death penalty: in our Declaration of Independence, we say, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." To me, if our Creator was the one who gave us the unalienable right to life, it is not in our hands to strip someone of this unalienable right. Refusing the opposing opinion, some people wrongly argue that the death penalty deters or lowers murder rates. Dr. Roger Hood and Professor Carolyn Hoyle at the Oxford Institute of Criminology say in their 1996 work on the death penalty that, quote, "It is not prudent to accept the hypothesis that capital punishment is practiced in the U.S. deters murder to a marginally greater extent than does the threat and application of the supposedly lesser punishment of life imprisonment." Basically, these people in their research found there's no statistically significant evidence showing that the existence, threat, and application of the death penalty actually lowers murder rates, like some people falsely argue. Next, someone in argument against the death or for the death penalty said, "We have the responsibility to punish those who deserve it," and then they say, "but only to the degree they deserve it." I don't believe that anybody is punishable by death, no matter what they've done. Yes, that's what I think. There it is.